What's up, Rising Duelist? Jay here, and today I want to talk about Raidraptors. And here with me, I have this adorable little kitty. And today I want to talk about Raidraptors. We did this announcement a while back ago about legacy support. We do a lot of what to run inside, and we just talk about different engines that you could possibly run inside these different types of decks. New ones are just coming out. Now, by request by one of the comments here, we want to do one about one of the older decks that are coming out, and that deck being Raidraptors. Now, when Raidraptors first came out, I played them religiously. It was one of my favorite decks. To this day, I still have the deck. I still play it sometimes. I played it at locals, just having fun with it. It was horrible because I was going against full power Spiral at the time. I was just messing around with it. But I want to talk about different things that you can run. It's a little bit of an older deck. I'm going to talk about what are some things that you can spice it up to meet what we need nowadays with Master Rule 4. A lot of the times, for example, I didn't actually touch this deck when Master Rule 4 came out. For those of you who know, Master Rule 4 is just the link rules. When the link rules came out, I just never bothered, and then I picked it up again and I realized I really need to change this. Before, a good opening hand would be ending with a 4 Strix just for your searchers, the continuous spell for your searcher, the trap for your protection, and Ulti Falcon just because Ulti Falcon. And that was just your solid first turn board. You can't really do that anymore because of the state that you're in because of Master Rule 4. So the different things that you can run in this deck now is, one, you want to focus more on Ulti Falcon. That is your winning condition. You better just sit on that and pray to hope to God they do not have the Kaiju, they do not have the Utopia Lightning, and if they do, that you have Raidraptor readiness to protect it from battle that turn. Now, different things that you can do about this. You need to turbo out Ulti Falcon. That should be your main priority, number one. One thing that I love about Raidraptors is your ability. It's a love-hate thing about this. You search like crazy. You search. You have Tribute Lanius to ditch Mimicry to search, to special Fuzzy, just go into your rank 4, then you search again. You search, but the thing is, it deck thins a lot, but it doesn't really do much after that. You need to be able to have different options about what you can do. One of the options that you can do, your actual win condition of this deck is Ulti Falcon. Now, the bigger one that came out, the one that's the upgraded version of Ulti Falcon, it's okay for OTK, but this deck's not much of an OTK deck as it is. It's more of controlling with Ulti Falcon and trying to limit the resources as much as you can. Things that you can do, and surprisingly enough, you should be able to be running things like Icarus Attack. Icarus Attack is a great card that you can use to tribute off your own stuff because they just revive themselves from grave. You have Drake Up Magic Skip Force for the Raidraptors. Target any Raidraptor you want, rank it up 2. So the second effect for that is that you can banish the card on one Raidraptor from your graveyard, especially summon one of your Xyz from grave. Your Ulti Falcon, you use it as a revival tool that you have. It has amazing effects. It's a lot better than the original. Where do you think you're going? Huh? You stay here. He's good for the video. No. So what a lot of the different things that you can be running with these type of stuff is stuff to just disrupt your opponent. The Dark Holes, the Regekis, the Torrential Tributes, because a lot of the times your Ulti Falcon is going to be unaffected. Icarus Attack to tribute your Ulti Falcon, it's tributing it as cost, so he would be effective to get rid of 2 of your cards. Other thing that you can run is a trap card called XYZ Reborn, is because XYZ Reborn, Call of the Haunted kind of work with that in that line. Back to the Front is also phenomenal. You special summon this Ulti Falcon back from grave. If they use the Kaiju, if they use the Utopia Lightning, those are usually things that you can only use really once or twice, unless you're running like pure Kaijus, then well, good luck guys. Just keep poking them for like 500 damage, that's how you win. So what you can do with that is you keep reviving your Ulti Falcon from grave. Call of the Hunted is great because even if you revive him and he's destroyed, like if you destroy Call of the Haunted, then you're gonna be fine. If they activate like tweet on your Call of the Haunted, you chain Ulti, and especially summon Ulti Falcon, and then Call of the Haunted will get destroyed because Ulti Falcon is unaffected by card effects. He's actually not going to be destroyed because of the Call of the Haunted. Stuff like that is great interaction. XYZ Reborn is great. You revive your big dude back up, Ulti Falcon, and now he has material which you can activate that during your turn again to make sure your opponent does not activate any card effects, including Utopia Lightning. One thing that's great, if they have Utopia Lightning, one thing that they might tend to do a lot, especially if it's Ulti Falcon without any material, is that they'll just sit on it instead of attacking. That way they can build up resources and then go for an OTK once they get rid of your Ulti Falcon. One thing that you can do is activate its effect so they cannot activate the effect of Ultimate the Lightning for the rest of the turn. So that way you can continue, just get rid of it. And again, a lot of these stuff, now you can loop stuff back into your extra deck with Firewall and things along those type of shenanigans. You can definitely do that, but good luck with that because with especially Utopia Lightnings, and you gotta get the two of those guys back to the extra deck. Different things. These are all dark targets. Allure of Darkness, phenomenal. You don't really need too many 3Ls in this deck. You got Fuzzy Lanius, you got Tribute Lanius, and you got Mimicry Lanius. So these are all different cards that you have 3 ofs that you don't really want to see more than one in your hand, with the exception of maybe Fuzzy. But Tribute Lanius, if you have one in your hand, if you have an Allure, get that guy out, and then start resourcing a bit better. One thing that this deck does amazingly, one thing that this deck does pretty amazingly is being able to pretty much search any monster piece you want from your deck. One unfortunate thing about this is that you cannot search any of your rank up spells. You have to hard draw that, so you desperately need the draw power. Especially with the newer support with the XYZs and stuff, and the way Mimicry banishes, the way you banish with the Allure. Pot of Acquisition, this is phenomenal because you just shuffle those guys back, you replenish your resources, and you get to draw a card, and you just got to dig for your resources. Skill Drain is okay. Skill Drain is pretty good because you can, if Ulti Falcon's already on the field, then Skill Drain is not going to be affecting him. Of course, if Skill Drain's already on the field, then Ulti Falcon will have his effects negated, in which case that's not exactly the best interaction. So it's okay. Board wipes are again phenomenal in this deck. Now, I want to know what are your guys' opinion on the best build right now? Do you think the best build is just to ding your deck as much as you're possible, or should it be only focusing on I'm going to summon last Strict Lax's effect, rank up Magic, that 2-card combo just to get to Ulti Falcon and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent because they don't have any monsters because you're doing this first turn. 2 cards, still have 3 cards in your hand, maybe like the Torrential Treatments and stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you guys think would be the best way to be running this deck? This is personally the way that I've been running it right now. When it comes down to Link, I really just only run Deco Talker because you don't need anything else. It's so easy to make it because of how fast you can spam. This team was just meant to spam rank 4s and then summon Ulti Falcon. That's pretty much the goal of the deck. You still have your other, your rank 6 the rank 6 is actually pretty phenomenal. You can really go into OTKs. It really just does depend on how you would like to run that, okay? So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, okay? And what is your best way to run Raidraptors? Because I'm pretty curious. I'm pretty sure the one that I'm coming out is probably the more consistent and at least the one where you can win the most. But let me know what you guys think. Is there something better out there? A couple of things that you can run or that you're currently running that I didn't say here. Later.